I fell from the sky toward a small village where the streets were clean and the gardens bloomed, but the houses were ordinary. They were well made and had nice touches, little flourishes, and were clearly not rush jobs. But they were just normal. That was when I saw a woman step out, kissing her children goodbye and smiling. The kids waved and ran off, well fed and dressed. But again, nothing special. It all looked that way, right until the woman, while carrying on an easy conversation with the people in the garden next door, lifted her right hand and gestured, and a tear in space appeared through which she stepped as if it were nothing. Following her, I saw the way she strode onward, lifting her right hand again and gesturing, speaking a word here and there in the language of magic, as armor and shield snapped into place for her. She lifted from the ground, a solid lens of air taking her weight and setting her flashing through the sky as she spoke to others in the distance. Now, on both sides, I could see the green forest burning. Great clouds of smoke billowed up into the sky, and flaring cinders floated on the wind, as demons, not sapient and aware like Sehran, but bestial and feral, raged and screamed, chasing people through the undergrowth. The woman gestured, speaking rapidly. Sparks of air, distortions barely visible, flashed up from the ground behind the fleeing people. The demons ran into and through the trap. They fell in neatly sliced sections. Blood and ichor spurted as the woman spoke again. This time the bodies vanished into ash, floating free as the running people were suddenly confronted with portals that opened before them. They shouted joyously and raced through. The brief glimpse I had of the other side looked more like a doctor's waiting room with a smiling receptionist. Then the portal snapped shut. The woman started to chant again. This time her hands moved, and the world around her blurred. Demons, when they appeared, simply collapsed into ash. That ash floated down, coating the ground that absorbed it. I blinked, seeing a much more advanced version of the environmental cleanse spell we'd used as the forest was cleared, cleaned, and then the waiting trees were repaired, regrown, and blessed. All of it was as casual as I might lob a basic lightning or firebolt, and yet I could see that the woman was changing the spells on the fly, constantly. Literally, she cast a spell, then adjusted and recast, altering the spell second by second to make it as powerful and yet efficient as possible. In the distance, here and there, I could see others doing the same. She was literally one of 1,000 or more, and this was normal to them. They were opening portals to save people and casually eliminating entire demon armies as if this was just what they did, presumably while planning what to have for dinner when they got home. I was seeing the potential that spell creation, when it was unfettered by ignorance and instead was simply an incredibly normal thing, could achieve. Noting that I understood, I immediately felt myself being drawn upward again. I stared out across the miles of previously devastated forests, entranced as the mages regrew them, providing lush forests and fields in seconds.